Using Google Slides to memorialize feedback or student work or class activities or projects can be so powerful because what it does is it involves students in the learning process of memorializing their work, and it gives you opportunities to go back and meaningfully reflect and, most importantly, interact in a variety of ways. So the way I've seen this work in classrooms is using Google Slides as like instead of like a physical digital interactive notebook, moving from like, hey, here's your work back. You're gonna cut and glue this into your notebook to have this like physical thing that you can work with. Uh, we do that in a slide deck instead, and then you can link to virtual resources. You can take pictures and you can upload things. You can record videos of yourself reflecting on how that learning process went. You can then revisit those videos. You can take notes and do reflections in the speaker notes. And oh, I apparently left notes for myself in the speaker notes that I completely forgot about like a week and a half ago. That's nice. Okay, so imagine all of that interactivity that you can do within Google Slides as a digital portfolio or digital interactive notebook. You could have it be a year-long thing, a unit thing, an activity thing, because there's just really no limit. So there's a couple of features that I want to either recommend or point out to you. Uh, I recommend keeping it as opposed to like like an interactive notebook, which would be like an 8.5 by 11. Taking advantage of the horizontal screens on computers would be super important. However, if you wanted to turn this into an 8.5 by 11, that way you could print it out or something. Sorry, I'm doing this without explaining it. If I go to File, Page Setup, then I click this drop down menu and go to Custom. I can actually customize this into anything. This is a great way to make like YouTube thumbnails or something because you can set it by pixels. But I could make this an 8.5 by 11, customize this, and then print that out. So you literally could turn this into a notebook. The problem with this is when you're looking at it and it's digital, like you're not taking up all of your screen. So I highly recommend keeping it in this horizontal format. That way you can utilize the entire space that students will be working with. I really recommend putting in a table of contents, which might be several pages long or several slides long. So you could like have this. Then for each of these things, you can then link this to that specific slide. So notice it's slide 3, assignment number 1 there. And when I do that and I click on that, it's going to take me to that slide. So you can actually navigate through those different places. We talk about that a little bit with the Choose Your Own Adventure branch that you could have or may have taken. So you can have that like flowing interactivity piece within your Google Slides, and then you can put pictures. You can link to Google Classroom or Seesaw assignments. You can insert pictures. So like let's say this is an assignment. You could have students screenshot that assignment, copy it, paste it into your slideshow, and then link that image. So I just hit Control K, link that image to that actual assignment. So that way, this is really good for conferences, like student led conferences. That way, you could say, all right, for student led conferences, you're going through slides 3 through 6. And when they get here, they can click on this and then it'll take them to the assignment and they have to explain what the assignment is. I mentioned this a little bit before, but like you could have them every time you complete some sort of like assessment or something, you could have them do some metacognitive reflection down here. You can have them record a video and then insert the video here. So if you just had them record using something like Screencastify or Flip, they could put those videos into their slides and truly make this interactive multimodal experience. So pictures, work, reflection, assessment, it's all just about that organization piece. So my suggestion is to create a template on your own of what you would like that to look like, and then give it to your students in Google Classroom. So I have an example classroom set up here. Let's actually, I would call it template. I'd go to classwork. I'd create an assignment. I would attach something from my drive. It's right here. There's my template. I'd add that. And then I would make a copy for every student. That way, they always know where to find it. It's always going to be in Google Classroom. You have access to all of them. So I assign it to them. It's then going to make a copy for automatically for every kid in that assignment. You can assign that to multiple classrooms. So you only have to do it once. If you're teaching multiple classes or if you're elementary, you could only have to do it once. The more structure, the better. That way you can kind of keep tabs in that. You can interact with that. You can leave them comments. It's a shared digital portfolio. Really, really, really powerful. Okay, give some thought to that. If that piques your interest, let me know. I'm happy to sit down and talk a little bit more about that.